One of the primary ethical problems with the Stanford prison experiment was the lack of informed consent. Participants were not adequately informed about the nature of the study or the potential psychological harm it could cause. Informed consent is a fundamental principle in research ethics, and participants must be fully aware of the study's purpose, procedures, and potential risks before they agree to participate. The Stanford prison experiment inflicted significant psychological harm on the participants. Those assigned the role of guards engaged in abusive and degrading behaviors, causing distress and trauma to the prisoners. The study's ethical failing here lies in the lack of measures to protect participants from psychological harm. Researchers have a responsibility to ensure the well-being of their subjects, which was not adequately addressed in this case. Deception was a key element of the experiment, as participants were led to believe they were participating in a realistic prison environment. While some level of deception can be acceptable in research, it should be minimized, and participants should be debriefed after the study to ensure they understand the deception and its purpose. In the Stanford prison experiment, the deception was not effectively managed. The study lacked proper oversight and supervision. Researchers, including Philip Zimbardo, who was also playing the role of the prison superintendent, became too deeply involved in the experiment, losing sight of the ethical responsibilities to protect participants. This blurred line between researcher and participant can lead to ethical violations. The experiment placed participants in situations where their human dignity was compromised. The abusive behavior exhibited by some participants, the guards, was degrading and dehumanizing. Researchers must ensure that experiments do not compromise the basic dignity and rights of participants. Ethical concerns are also raised by the study's attempt to generalize its findings to broader human behavior and real-world situations. The extreme conditions created in the experiment may not accurately represent typical human behavior, making it ethically questionable to apply the results to a wider context. The study failed to consider the potential long-term psychological effects on participants. While it was intended to last for 2 weeks, it was terminated after only 6 days due to the severity of the observed behaviors. However, the lasting effects on participants were not adequately addressed. In conclusion, the Stanford prison experiment has been widely criticized for its ethical shortcomings, including issues related to informed consent, psychological harm, deception, and the lack of proper oversight. It serves as a cautionary tale in the field of research ethics, emphasizing the importance of protecting participants and conducting experiments with the utmost consideration for their well-being and rights. Researchers should learn from this study's ethical failures and strive for more rigorous ethical standards in their work.